So episode 2 was a disappointment. Absolutely nothing happened. We found out Marina has a mom living with her, and the mom and the husband ain't on the good foot, so they got to get on the good foot. And Alana confronted Lisa Stanfield over her saying that her man wasn't fine, and Lisa go on and apologize. However, the Lashana heifer who lives in the Airbnb, she went on and told Lisa Stanfield after that apology that Alana said, you can't pull the type of men that I pull. And she like, okay. And child, that was it. That was it. I was disappointed. It dragged. As good as that first one was, oh Lord, y'all can't go that down. I remember I went on a date with this guy, and he took me to a really nice restaurant for the first date, like white linen tablecloth. I can't remember. I almost can't remember the name of that. Tamarind on like 28th and Broadway, really fancy Indian restaurant. And it was so nice because I was like, wow. He really that was the first time, like, as an adult, because I was, like, in my mid-20s by then, and as an adult, like, somebody really took me out and made me feel special. I was like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be. And once you've had, like they said in Waiting to Exhale, once you've been treated well, you can't go back to old crap. However, then the next time we went to Benny's Burritos, and it was just, like, you can't go from super high to, Benny's Burritos. And I don't like burritos. I didn't like Benny's Burritos, but I ain't say nothing. I wasn't paying. So I try to make the first few dates where we're getting to know each other like an event, an occasion. Rarely do we get to get dressed up and be all fancy. I feel like that stuff is fun. But okay, let's go on and, not the episode being called Very Cutesy, Very Demure. Shout out to Jules on TikTok. Also, I gotta say, Jules did not fall off. Jules has not fallen off. Jules is still staying relevant. So we start with Lisa Stanfield on the phone with Chinley Nunn. So Chinley doesn't like what Alana said about Lisa Stanfield, that she's not good enough for Josh. See, this is how telephone gets things lost in translate. Somebody told me I should have copyright written Delulu, and it's like, I've been saying instead of shun, repeating the last syllable. Instead of delusion, it would be delulu. I'm trying to even remember how that started. I can't remember when I started talking like that, but that's always been one of my Alex-isms. So I don't think I could copyright that. Maybe it was investigate. It might have been investigating, because I remember I was on YouTube and I saw somebody say, I gotta get like Alex Rodgers and do an investigate, and I was so flattered. So Chinley says, you better check her. Chin checker. So the heifer with the spa gets everybody together but Lisa Stanfield and Alana, because she wants a relaxing day. Her spa looks nice and legitimate. Again, full grown. Not like Brooke's spa where, they still putting everything together. This spa is full grown. Coming on with these growing boy businesses that need some nourishment so they can grow. Room to grow. Labrina. She's the one with the house that's also full grown. So Marina and Natalie go get their treatments. Meanwhile, Labrina and Latoria, it really takes a minute to get everybody's name or nickname. Labrina asked Latoria about the man that walked up to them at the rodeo. Oh, God, I'm just looking at these outfits, and I'm glad everybody had fun with Cowboy Carter, but I hope people know that stuff doesn't look good on most people. I'm not going to ruin everybody's fun, but y'all looked ridiculous. The disco stuff had us looking ridiculous. Can her Act 3 be a decent fashion movement with good seams? Please? Bro, so she say, dust that cat off and call him. I know you got some cobwebs. He asked him out to a happy hour. And I will say, now, this is giving authentic, like she didn't tell him, but he was waiting for the call. However, Marina and Latavia ain't getting along because Marina is tired of Latavia saying, you look young, you apple juice, you cutesy. And it is a little way of poo-pooing someone. So Labrina's going to throw a pool party so that everyone can get on the good foot. So Natalie Nunn says, yeah, Latavia was telling me that she was talking mess. That Alana was talking mess about Lisa Stansfield. She's been around the world and you can't attract my baby. He don't know you, he don't want you. He said, go away, heifer, you could never attract my baby. You're not good enough. He don't want your ass. Don't want you. That. And Latoya says, yeah, she said it. I sung it. She said it. Rose said, when's the last time you have sex? It's been 3 years. It's your pussy, child. It's your pussy. If you want to let it grow over, have at it. I don't understand it. Life is too short. Life is too short. I would say that is my theory. Life's too short. Life's too short. 3 years? Life's too damn. Life's too short. I guess she at home singing a rose is still a rose. Baby girl, I'll pluck my own flower. You don't do toys. Are you just saying this for attention? Is this just how you want to look? Latoya goes over to Lisa Stanfield's for some tea and is like, Ro is trying to get all this information of me. I am a woman of God. Okay. So you ain't gonna tell on your toys. I just don't know if I get that from her. Lisa Stanfield, however, is upset she was left out of the spa. So Latavia is kind of irritated with Ro's forwardness, and it reminded her of some childhood trauma. Over with Ro, she's with Namina, and she said, you know what? I'm sick of that heifer saying I look young. All right, now this is picking up the pace. Natalie Nunn heads to therapy. So she tell her, connect with the heifers that you hanging around. You do a lot of separate in your life. Over at Labrina's, we've got our crabfish boil for the couples. Chinley is the first to arrive. Then there's Manira and Norman and Elena. Oh, the widow Lisa Stansfield brings her new beau, the tender Ro. So everybody agrees her young man is fine, and he fine. I can't wait for him to take that shirt off. Girl, so Latavia gonna ask Elena, Kylie Red, would you and your man renew your vows since Lisa Stanfield's does weddings? Man, he put his head down. They are divorced already. And Latavia, you was just whining about Natalie Nunn chinning in your business. So he says, well, maybe in 20 years maybe at the 20-year mark. And Elena in the confessional says, with what I've been through, I think you would say immediately. You don't see, you just separated the business from him. I don't think that's healthy. I think it's time to move on. If you can't be Rashida to the cheating, you gotta get to leaving. And you're a beautiful woman. You'll find another man. You give way classier than Portia. So I think men of substance and of means would approach you. And this is a young reality show, so it's still cute, not like Housewives where everybody in your business. The widow Stanfield always dated older. I think that heart attack scared her ass. She like, I don't want nobody else leaving me. Not like that. Oh, I get it. She said, I thought he was 25. I don't know how old he is. I mean, young black men don't age. Like, we look like 22 until like 42, and then we look like we're in our 30s. Child, Labrina giving him the 3rd degree, making sure he good for her. I don't know if she wants something perm. She may just want the worm. She's not sure about him because he hasn't lived enough life. Well, she has. Chinley tells the girls that she needs to figure out what each of them have to connect with her Kylie Red. So Latavia and Ro talk out their moment of uncomfortability when she said, I'm a child of God. She's like, no, I was laughing. It was just awky boo. But then we got Manira speaking up saying, hey, you know what? You're going on about me looking young and being small of frame too much. Can you come up with another joke? I won't come up with no jokes for you. You can joke. You can just stop after one. Well, we can agree to disagree because I'm kind of done with it. So Chinley pull her to the side and say, look, as a woman of size, I get sick of people saying it, so I'm sure she gets sick of people saying it. All right, well, that was the shit, and I'll see you soon for Alien Earth. The commercials look good. And it's my first spooky season video. So tell a kin, tell a friend, tell that heifer you hate. She needs to know.